Hello and welcome. This video check my progress in the A3 checklist that uses only FlyWithLua. My past add-on is A346X checklist that uses X first officer. This one. So I've been working on this now for 2 months. And I didn't finish it. I'm nearly finished. There's a setup menu, there's a checklist till the landing that needs some work, more work. And let's check the setup menu first. Here, what you need, you can tell some of the power settings. Save setting, of course. Some of the power settings that you attention will not be checked. Cockpit preparations not. Do we need wait for IRS to align? Yes. Dash checks, yes. Flight control checks after taxi, no. Checks, no. Gear handle by FO, yes. Push back, yes. Flaps handle, yes. And we're going to flaps 3 landing. And landing auto brake, or you can disarm it. You will do what you want. Flap retracted after landing, yes, but this is still don't work. Flap will be retracted by themselves. So we save it, we close it. Also, we can view where we are, or we can jump to another checklist from the checklist show. The green one is the one that we are on, and we can activate, or we can activate any one of them. Anyway, we will start. You need a next button. The next button will start with the safety, the first one, or you can start from the show. So we'll start from the safety cab list.
Flashlight on. Safety inspections checklist.
Always there will be a flashlight. If it is dark or night, we turn off late automatically.
Engine mode selector, norm. WX system switches off, checked. WX radar PWS switch, off. Landing gear lever, down. Windshield wipers, off. Battery 1 off. Battery 2 off. APU battery off. Safety inspections checklist completed.
Okay, we'll go next. Power up. We need to
power up checklist.
Start. Can use the external power if it's available,
1, 2,
and
auto.
he will not
Check.
start the ABB,
External power,
the APU.
Power be on.
He will go for the air conditioning checklist and the other list. The ABU will be started before.
X-bleed rotary.
Also, if you don't choose any and the volts are lower than 25, he will start the external power automatic.
Shown on EWD matches flap lever position. Speed brake lever retracted. Brake accumulator pressure.
The accumulator, this one, it is not in the green band.
Blue electric pump.
So he will
the accumulator.
Activate the blue hydraulic pump. Charge it. Take only 2 seconds.
In green band, checked. Park brake,
On.
Brake pressure, is 1000 psi or greater. Power up checklist completed. Cockpit preparation checklist.
I have added for the ADIRU fast align function. You can see it here. You can activate it after they are on. on this page or the next one.
ADR2 on
We'll activate
NAV,
it on the next.
waiting for on
You will
back to
see now it will
extinguish.
appear here.
ADR3 on NAV, waiting for on
This is
back
the
to
IRAS in a
extinguish.
line. You will
All
see
macro
it's
mode
very
selectors
slow.
to NAV.
You
Strobe,
can fast align it, but we'll align it on the next.
beacon, off.
So
NAV and logo, system 1.
here, battery
Seat
charging
belts,
cycle.
no smoking,
We'll put it
auto.
yes, do it, but
Emmer
we'll,
exit light, arm. Probe window heat, auto.
oh, while this, I will
LED
do
knob, auto.
light plan.
Man valve cell switch,
Both
both and guard closed. Pack flow, norm.
we'll just
T-tank
fly in a
mode push
circuit.
button, auto.
Check the flight
T-tank feed
plan.
switch, auto. Engine 1, 2,
10,000
3,
feet.
4, fire push buttons, check in, guarded. Engine 1, 2,
11,000 feet.
4, Agent 1 and Agent 2,
And
check off. Engine fire test push button, press
OBBI,
and hold.
departure, right.
APU fire button, in and guarded. APU fire test. Maintenance panel all lights, checked off.
Orne.
Deck power will shut auto. Ventilation panel all lights, check off. Audio control panel 3, overhead PA knob, recept. CVR test button. Successful LD, green LED lights up. Annunciator light selector on test. An LT selector, bright. North rev push button, off. DMC selection knob, auto. ECAMND transfer knob, norm. Landing gear GRVTYEXTN selector, off and guard closed. Anti-skid switch, on. Audio control panels 1 and 2, selecting VHF 1 and 2 and adjusting the volume.
Off.
Switching panel all 4 knobs, check norm. Thrust levers, idle and reverser lever,
Landing
stowed,
on.
down. Engine master switches,
We have to change
off.
it.
Engine mode selector, norm. ATC, standby. Alt RPTG, on. ATC system, 1. Power switch, checked on. Green NAV light, checked off. Cell light, checked off. COM frequencies, tune. Cockpit preparation checklist completed.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of airline, it is my pleasure to welcome you aboard our flight. Regulations require that carry-on items are stowed prior to closing the aircraft door. Your items may be placed in an overhead compartment or completely under the seat in front of you. Use caution when placing items in or removing them from the overhead compartment, and let us know if we may assist you. In order to expedite the boarding process, please be seated as quickly as possible after stowing your carry-on items. Take a moment to review the safety instructions card in your seat pocket. If you are seated in an exit row, you may be required to assist the crew in an evacuation. If you are unable or unwilling to perform the functions described on the card, just ask to be reseated. Thank you.
Right. By this we are ready. Next.
Startup preparation checklist. Integrated light and floodlight as required.
We don't need LS.
Loudspeaker volume set to
We're
80%.
going to set the E. Oh.
Captain, please set baro reference to current value.
And IRS, align it fast, align. Arrow is 1. And we just click this and select it, and it is aligned. ABU will be started.
Scales not needed.
It is
Captain, please set ND mode and range as required. Mode to arc and rank to 10 nm. IRS
Now
align.
the
View
dashed,
window is dashed. Checked.
he will say the
Speed window is
vertical.
dashed. Checked. V speed isn't dashed. Captain, please dial first ATC. V speed is dashed. Checked. Reset timers on main panel clock. Anti-skid
Ponder,
switch on.
no need. We'll
Switching
check it
panel,
and
all 4 knobs.
we'll just
Set
read it
norm.
and pass it.
Captain, please dial transponder correct code. Alt RPTG on. ATC system 1.
After this, the ABU started because it started
APU master switch
aircraft
on.
to internal power. ABU
APU
needed
start
before
switch
pushback.
on. Waiting for APU.
Have a power. Start the engine because the external power will not be available. Here we can see it. We can see the progress. I mean,
APU avail. APU bleed. External power off. Power A and B on.
we'll turn
Start up preparation checklist
external
completed.
power automatically.
Flight attendants, prepare doors for departure and cross-check.
Okay. And we'll
Pushback
call
preparation checklist. Beacon on EXTLT panel, on.
Ground to
Flight
cockpit,
attendants,
please show me
prepare
where
doors
you want
for
to go.
departure and cross-check.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving
All
up.
doors closed. Checked.
he will close all doors automatically. We can push the pushback start, or we can start up clearance. When the pushback started, when the track start pushing us, it. So we are waiting.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Good. Think. Working
So
brake.
connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Working and push.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Light error, I think.
Pushback preparation checklist completed. Starting engines 1 plus 2.
I will fix
Engine
later.
1, on.
So now he will start and
Engine 2, on. Monitoring EGT, N3, and N1.
will monitor it and see the progress. He will always he will start engine 1 Then 10 seconds later, he will also, when he finished engine 1 and start engine. Then 10 seconds later, he will start engine 4. Okay, avail 1, waiting for engine 2. Okay, is avail.
Starting engine 3 plus 4. Engine 3, on.
Engine 10 seconds later, he will.
Engine 4, on. Monitoring EGT, N3, and N1.
If you don't want to start from cold and dark, you can start the checklist from after engines.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Roger, thank you. Almost 4.
Engine start completed.
Okay, after engine, please. So we have to click the flaps lever to be set it safe.
Engine mode selector, to position norm. APU bleed, set to off. Ground spoilers, arm.
So as I've been saying, that the flap levers.
Signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
It is flaps 3. Flap 3. Click it before he bought. Frame is 6 here. In ice is as required.
APU master switch, off. All slides are armed on ECAM door/oxy page. After engine start completed.
Okay. Next, there's no control check. Exit.
Taxi start checklist.
There's a
Nose
brake
wheel
check.
light position taxi. Captain,
Elliptical.
please set parking brake to off. To
Parking
continue.
brake off.
Parking brake set to off. Chocks removed. Starting elapsed time counter on the main. Captain, please perform a brake check.
Must press them both till he
Captain,
tell you,
check successful.
or it will not be successful. Even if it is not successful, he will pass them. He will not wait at it. So because we didn't use the said no for the flight controls check, we will pass them. The FMA mode and nav mode here. If they are, if these, if the speed, heading, and the speed are dashed, that means all your info is there. So you will have here climb and nav. Will be transponder code. Okay, checked.
Transponder to mode XP&DR, set. Turn on ND, both set. Auto brake to max, set. Received cabin report, cabin ready.
He's checking.
Configuration pressed. Captain, please check takeoff memo.
No blue. Okay.
Taxi start completed.
for takeoff. Activate. Can activate it near the holding point. There is take. When you activate takeoff, he will wait for of N1. Still, this add-on needs some tuning, but I made it so far and was not easy. I thought it can check where we are now. Want without clicking. If you click, it will go to something else, and click the right buttons. Now, for takeoff, the one that are in. Didn't activate it till. I will put a notice taxi. The O will tell you that I will put a I will put the strobes will be turned on with the landing takeoff lights or landing for takeoff. Ready for just back takeoff, and the landing lights will be on, and just strobes will be on. I think I will do. Let's start. We are alone here. We are not connected.
Before takeoff checklist.
Here, it is if you want the engine mode to be in ignition, you click it.
Checked.
Back 1 and 2.
Captain
There will
obtained
be
takeoff
off, so you
clearance.
click it. Or he will turn it off, and he will turn them on after takeoff. So we have clearance. Approach path is clear. There are no traffic.
Cabin crew seats for takeoff. Engine mode selector to position. Pack 1 and 2 set to off. RWY turn off, to on. Land lights, to on. Nose wheel light, to TO. Strobe, to on. XPNDR to mode TARA. WX radar system to system 1, predictive wind shear to auto, multi-scan auto. Before takeoff completed.
Okay, take off.
Take off checklist. Take off.
X. Ready. And can apply brakes or not.
And 150% stable.
Tuga. Okay, now Tuga.
Tuga. knots.
Confused.
V1. V1.
Rotate.
R rotate. Gear rate.
Okay, gear up.
Ground spoilers disarm. Captain, please set
We're
thrust
above
cover to
1000.
seatbelt.
Autopilot on. And throttle climb.
Thrust lever CLV. Check. Nose wheel light off.
You will be handling the
RWL
flaps.
Turn off light off. Autopilot as required. Pack 1 and 2 on. Checked. Take-off checklist completed. After take-off checklist. Engine switch to norm.
Have to do anything
Temperature
till
is 19
you reach the
Celsius,
cruise.
65 Fahrenheit. Anti-ice as required. Flaps to position 2. After take-off checklist completed.
Active.
Barrow stander set.
That's good. Fine. That the transition altitude was 5000. Yeah. We pushed standard. Fine. Now we're at flat 1. Above. Okay, let's see if off the landing. No. Ready. Off. Okay, land lights to off. Else to off. Okay, that's good. Fine. Level. The window for takeoff will be visible. Is here. All
Cruise altitude reached.
okay. So this means that this phase have ended, and because we are landing soon, we will do the descent preparation. If we had selected the checklist, I mean cruise checks, then it's time for us to use it. So we can pass it to descent preparation.
Descent preparation checklist. Land ELEV knob, auto. Please
Elevation
complete
up
and check
on.
arrivals page.
And the are set.
Please enter desk data in perf approach page.
Okay, brief. Watch. Set. Good. Auto brake. Set
Auto brake at 2.
at 2 as we
Eyes
use it.
protection as required.
Okay.
Descent preparation checklist completed.
Of descent. Actually, it is better if there is no ATC and you have no one give clearance 20 nautical miles for the top of descent. Actually, top of descent, the checklist for top of, I mean, actually 50 mile, and the descent you can make it better 20 nautical miles before. But will activate the descent. Still at under. Can start from now while the aircraft go down and choose descent.
Descent checklist. Descent activated. I will be monitoring trans altitude, 10,000 feet, and flaps. Descent checklist completed.
Or we activated this. I have to set it acted. Turn on this. Or
Land lights to on. Seatbelts on.
there's a chatter that I have added. I will add more. And there will be a volume in the settings. I have made the volume very low. But I will make in the setting a volume that you can set up or down to you. Up to you. We are on descent level. Check R at the list. Are an approach phase. You can click it now or wait. We can click it from now because we are very near. Approach.
Approach checklist.
Or we can check.
Mode to arc and rank to 20 nm. Ground spoiler arm.
Arm.
Auto brake at 2. Check.
He will arm the
Approach
ground
checklist
spoiler
completed.
phases in this phase and a landing phase. Sometimes we ground spoilers for reducing the speed. So the borrow at under 5,000 because transition 1,000. Conf.
Flaps to position 2.
Our settings not go to apps full. Already activate. Almost good. Are waiting. We'll activate landing when we are at final. On final. There's the right side. There are 6,000. Still he did transition. Right. Here the continue.
Flaps to position 2.
Oh, active landing.
Landing checklist. Landing gear. Flaps to position 3. Nose wheel to 2.
Have to off that
RW1
direct
turn off to on.
because we have RNAV
Land
already.
lights to on. Cabin ready check. Ground
Go
spoiler
down.
arm. Captain, please check. I will be monitoring landing.
You have to check that it's all green by yourself because now we are in the landing phase, so there is no time to distract if I put some button. We'll check. I will see what current land phase. So he will watch landing. Hope that this goes well. We'll turn off the autopilot and have control. We are at Labs 3. Labs 3 is good. There are severe wind. I activated today just an example for what this add-on can do. Okay, we need A.
Minimum 300.
Continue.
200.
Bye.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. Retard. 10. 5.
There have an error. Got to replace variable. I don't think that will work.
Landing checklist. Landing gear, down. Nose wheel to 2. RWY turn off to on. Land lights to on. Cabin ready check. Ground spoiler arm. Captain please I will be monitoring landing.
Okay. King. Touchdown. Reading the vertical.
70 knots.
Oh,
Flaps retracted. Nose wheel to taxi. Strobe light to auto. Land lights to off. APU master switch, on. APU start switch, on, waiting for APU.
okay, and just tell the APU, and that's it. For my progress, I hope to finish it soon, but even if it's finished, testers, you will volunteer, please contact me or to tester this add-on. This add-on will not be. I will check later of the price. Took me lots. Took me about 2 months daily work. Still I just.
APU
So
avail.
I need testers now to
Landing
test it,
checklist completed.
and the testers will get this. So thank you very much for watching. Have a good day, and bye bye.